Hi friends, my name is Kevin and I'm a pastor at Spark.Church in Palo Alto, California. Tomorrow, our family is getting on a plane to head to Glasgow, Scotland to participate in the COP26, the United Nations Conference on Climate Change. This is the most crucial and important gathering of world leaders, dignitaries, heads of state, and NGOs, non-governmental organizations, to discuss, debate, and decide what we will do individually and collectively to combat climate change. The conference began yesterday, and I wanted to give you a brief glimpse of what is being presented.
This is your invitation to lead with light. You were born to be creators of the ground entrusted.
In my culture, in Samoa, there's a proverb that goes, "E pala ma'a aile pala upu." It means that even stones decay, but words remain. We are not just victims to this crisis. We have been resilient beacons of hope. Pacific youth have rallied behind the cry, "We are not drowning, we are fighting."
My name is Chai Surui. I'm 1 in 24, but my people have been living in the Amazon rainforest at least 6,000 years. Today, the climate is warming, the animals are disappearing, the rivers are dying, and our plants don't flower like they did before. The earth is speaking. She tells us that we have no more time.
On behalf of these and future generations, I urge you, choose ambition, choose solidarity, choose to safeguard our future and save humanity.
Nature is a key ally. Wherever we restore the wild, it will recapture carbon and help us bring back balance to our planet.
And if our existence is to mean anything, then we must act in the interests of all of our people who are dependent on us. And if we don't, we will allow the path of greed and selfishness to sow the seeds of our common destruction.
So for these next 2 weeks, let us feel it in our hearts. The children cannot live on words and empty promises. They are waiting for you to act. Please open your hearts and then act. Thank you.
I wanted to reach out to all of you, our wider Spark community of local and distant congregants, podcast and YouTube subscribers, to invite you to join us on this journey. Over the last 9 years of Spark's existence, we have worked for what we have called gospel justice, advocacy work that advances love, understanding, compassion, redemption, and hope, and the issues of race, gender identity, refugees, and multi-faith relationships, all based in a commitment to inspiring people to live the way of Jesus in our lives and in our world. It is our conviction that climate change and our ecological crisis is the most important of these issues, because everything we do is within the context of our environment, and we have a calling to serve, guard, and protect our world, an ethic that we call creation care. Together with the teaching and command to love our neighbor, we are compelled to talk about and fight against climate change however we can, because we are truly at a crisis point where decades of neglect have now compounded into an imminent threat to our human flourishing. The greenhouse gases we have put into the atmosphere through the burning of fossil fuels, combined with the destruction of the world's forests and biodiversity, have yielded death and destruction on every continent in the world, from wildfires and floods to devastating droughts and hurricanes. In addition, a warming planet causes damage to our mental and psychological health and is our number one national security concern because climate change threatens food and water supplies around the globe. But the reason why we are going to COP26 and why we are talking to you is because hope is not lost. In fact, hope is our way to quite literally turn the tide. Together, in that hope, we can advance a transformation that doesn't just save our planet, but makes life better for all. And we truly believe that our individual action collectively makes all the difference in the world. And so that's why we are inviting you all to join us in our journey to COP26 and to join in these global efforts in addressing climate change. For some of you, this may be your very first introduction to the topic of climate change, and especially within the context of a church. Welcome. We are glad you're here. Please reach out with questions, and we'd be happy to be of service to you any way we can. Others of you may be discouraged or even depressed at the state of things. We understand, and you are not alone. But for all of us, it is our aim to inspire hope, because it's not too late, and we can still make a difference, and everything we do really does matter. So, join us in this journey. Go to Spark.Church, click the COP26 button, and we look forward to being with you.